everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Natalie and my channel is all about vintage, fashion, luxury, and styling. So if you're interested in any of those, please consider hitting the subscribe button below. And today I am sharing my entire Chanel handbag collection video with you. So I filmed this video about a year or two ago, and since then I've added a couple new bags into my Chanel collection. So I figured I would just refilm and share, and then I can update all the links and everything. If I can find similar bags to anything, they will be all down in the description box below. So I'm actually coming to you in the future. You're gonna see the majority of the clips were filmed like a week or two ago, but between then and now, I added another Chanel bag to my collection. So I figured I'll start off by sharing the newest bag to my collection, and then I'll go ahead and put all the other bags behind this video. So let me share my newest vintage Chanel bag with you guys. And this is her. How gorgeous. So I purchased this Chanel bag a week ago on Luxury Promises. They do live shows with Covet by Christos, and I saw this bag. It was a fabulous price. I think it was like around 610 pounds, which worked out to like $780 somewhere in there for US dollars, and I just couldn't resist. I thought it was so unique. I thought it was a perfect summer bag. It is in this canvas, so it's beige with green accents, and in the back, how fun, has pink. And I'm not normally a pink girl, but I think the combination with all the colors makes it such a fun bag for the summer. So I love it. It's completely in canvas. It has, here I have it stuffed, but it just has one big compartment and a pocket zip in the back. And this is from, it's an 8 series, and it's from 2003. So you can see that Chanel detail to the fabric on the interior. And there is a little bit of damage, so the zipper pull is kind of broken, but honestly, that kind of thing doesn't matter to me. I probably never zip this, to be honest. I just think it's perfect, just kind of like a wide open tote. And it can fit on my shoulder, but just kind of barely. I have a pretty small arm, so I can get it up there, but probably most people couldn't wear this bag actually like up on the shoulder. So in a pinch, I could totally wear it like this, but it's definitely more of like an elbow bag or like handheld little tote. But I just thought it was adorable, and it has little CCs on the matte gold. So this is my newest little beauty. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And I've actually seen some similar ones, not the same color, but similar style bags, and so I will link those down below. And again, I got this from Luxury Promise, and I do have a promo code with them. It is Natalie F30, which will get you 30 pounds off your first order of 500 pounds or more. On their website, it's one use per email. I will link that down below as well, but they always have amazing bags. I love shopping with them. So this is my newest vintage Chanel bag. So I'm just gonna briefly talk about each one of my bags since I have a lot to get through. I have 12 bags in my collection currently. So I'll just give kind of, I'll go in order of how I purchased them and a little bit of background about them. And if you guys wanna see more detailed information, if I don't already have a video, which I'll link any relevant videos down in the description box. So let's get started. The first bag that was in my Chanel collection was this Chanel Old Medium boy bag, and this is in caviar leather with the aged gold hardware. So here is a close-up of this bag. I bought this back in 2016 in Barcelona, and this was an anniversary gift for my husband when we were on a trip in Europe. So this was the first one I purchased, and the reason I went for the boy bag was because, well, at the time, it was definitely a very popular bag, and it's kind of died in its popularity a little bit, but I still love the shape. Honestly, I find it so casual, cool, a little more masculine, and that's my style, I'd say. So this one, more than the classic, stood out to me. And also at the time, the choice between this one or the only classic flap that they had was a chevron lambskin. And I felt like that was gonna be so delicate. And as my first Chanel bag, I really wanted caviar. So I went with this one, and honestly, I love it. What I did was I added this pearl top handle, and I find it makes it so much more versatile for me to wear. So it is like a crossbody. You can also double it up as a shoulder bag, and then this gives it the top handle, which I find is just like the perfect combination. It's a great everyday bag. It holds all the essentials, although I would say it looks roomier than it is. It doesn't hold as much as I would think it would, but it does hold all of my essentials. So sunglasses, my card case, which I use my Louis Vuitton pochette as my like wallet / catch-all. So I use that. It'll hold sunglasses if it's in a small-ish case, phone, keys, all the essentials. So this is the first bag that was in my Chanel bag collection. So next up in my collection is this vintage Chanel mini square flap in the lambskin leather, and it has the 24 karat gold plated hardware. That is the signature for vintage Chanel bags. This is such a beautiful bag. I wanted this for so long, and I purchased this on a trip to Japan at the end of 2019. And I just love it so much here. Quick inside of the bag is there. It's a burgundy lining. And I actually have a in-depth video on this bag, so I will link that below. But it is a beautiful bag, the perfect crossbody length of a strap, and honestly, gorgeous. I love having this in my collection. This is my only classic flap in my collection. Yeah, I have a seasonal flap, and this is the only classic flap, but it's honestly perfect. I love it so much, and it's in really beautiful vintage condition. And this is a 6 series Chanel bag. So for those of you who don't know, the date code actually indicates the year. So I will link down below in the description box a reference for where you can find the date codes and what years they go towards. So that is this bag. And then on the same trip to Japan, I also picked up this vintage Chanel bun bag. So it is a waist belt, which is removable, which is awesome. I love it. But you can also just use it as a regular belt. It's in patent leather, as you see, and it has the Chanel detail on the side here. There's also a back pocket with the little Chanel detail there. It's so handy when you're wearing this. I can just slip my phone in there, and it doesn't fit to where you can like close it up. But I love that I can just like have it hanging there. It feels secure because it's against my waist, but also, you know, it's easy to get in and out. And also, this is surprisingly roomy for a bum bag. I find the shape, you can actually fit all your essentials in there, at least my essentials if you kind of like downsize. And it also has another zip pocket in here. And this is from the 1996 collection. So a super beautiful bag, and I got a really good deal on this. I forget how much it was exactly, but under 2,000 for sure. So really beautiful bag. I love having this in my collection. This is my only patent leather Chanel bag. The next bag that I purchased was this beautiful Chanel Vanity Case, and I got this on eBay actually, and I'll link a few of the eBay sellers that I trust and use down in the description box. But please always get your items authenticated when you are buying from a secondhand seller, especially ones on eBay. But I use the Japanese resellers on eBay, and they're very trustworthy. So I will link them below, and also check out my Handbag 101 collection videos. I have a whole like series of videos about how to buy pre-loved vintage bags, all like my tips and tricks and things to look out for. So everything is in those videos. I'm not going to talk about that too much here because I don't want to make this video too long, but check those out. And yes, this is my vanity case. So it's super cute. It does not come with this strap. I just attached this. As you can see, I just attached it to the little leather rings there. And so it makes it more versatile. I can throw this over my shoulder, but I love just having it handheld like this. And it actually fits a ton. So it unzips there. I have it all stuffed. Hold on. So here's the inside of the bag. It's just one big compartment. It does have one little stretchy pocket in the back here. It is leather lined, so it's not the best thing if you are actually wanting to use it for makeup, I would say. You would want some sort of organizer inside of that to protect the inside, but this is what it looks like. And this one actually does not have a serial number in it. I believe it was ripped out. So it is authentic, but no serial number in this one. And this is my little vanity case. It's so cute. So the next bag in my collection is this stunning Chanel camera bag. And I was on the search for this bag for so long. I hunted and hunted. It's a hard bag to find. I don't see it that often. And it is from the late 80s, early 90s. I believe it's a 1 series bag. Yeah, it's a 1 series bag. So late 80s to early 90s. And it is just stunning. It's in lambskin with the 24 karat gold plated hardware, has this beautiful tassel detail, and the camera CC is on the front and the back. It's identical. Has a beautiful strap, which is actually has a little clasp. It unattaches, so it'd be a perfect little clutch if you want to use it like that, which is really beautiful. It goes on the shoulder, and it's just one little compartment and one little zip pocket there. And I do get asked a lot about this bag in particular and if I'd recommend it. And I always say you have to know what you're going to get with this bag. So it is on the pricier side for vintage Chanel. I have seen it in other versions. They do a purple suede and a gold that I've seen. I've seen a few. I've seen Luxury Promise had it also, a gold one recently. If they still have it, I will definitely link that down in the description box. This bag, I will say, as far as recommending or not, I absolutely love it. And it's just like for a collector of Chanel, which I am, I love having this in my collection. I don't think I'll ever let it go. But I will say it's not the most practical bag. It's definitely an evening bag only. It does not fit an iPhone. So even like I have the iPhone 13 Pro, it does not fit. It didn't fit my old iPhone before that either. So it's just something to know. I mean, if you want to have it like hanging out here, you can, like, you know, just slipped in and it's hanging out the top. But honestly, let's be real, we're on our phones most of the time anyway, so that's not a deal breaker. But if it's like your one and only Chanel bag, I would recommend something a little bit larger that holds more. They also do the camera cases in like a little bit of a bigger size of the vintage version. So if you're looking for something to hold a little bit more, I would recommend that. This is like the bare essentials: cards, lipstick, keys, that's it. But it is a stunning, stunning Chanel bag. So this little seasonal flap is one of the quirkier ones in my collection. I love it so much. So you can see the train detail on it with silver hardware. So this is a seasonal flap. It's not considered a classic flap. It's in canvas, and it's just one big pocket with a zip pocket in the back here, like that. And it is a 11 series Chanel bag. And I bought this pre-loved from Bagaholic in New Zealand. I will link her below because I also do have a promo code with her as well. But we would chat back and forth all the time. And I saw her have this bag for sale and I just impulse purchased. It was just so pretty to me. I love the Chanel written around the sides. The CC's there. And why I loved it so much is it reminded me of the trains in Japan when I went on that trip like I spoke about. So it felt like very, I don't know, like it felt very meaningful to me to have this bag. And also just, I think it's just so fun. I wanted something different in my collection. I mean, you can only have so many black bags when you want to like start diversifying. So I loved this, and it's kind of like my version of a classic flap that I have in my collection since I only have the mini one. So this is super fun. It actually holds a pretty good amount because it's not leather, so it does have some give to it, which I really like. And it's just the perfect kind of like day-to-day casual bag. I will say the white, I mean, it was never like super white. It was cream to begin with, brand new, but it is like turning a little bit just over time. But that's just something with Chanel bags and vintage bags that you just kind of have to be comfortable and okay with, which I am. I just think it adds to the character of it. So really pretty. I love this bag. This super fun denim Chanel bag was in my collection and I got it for a really good price. This was 2020, I believe. So this was before like denim became really popular again in bags and Chanel started reissuing denim bags in their collection. So I got this for a really good deal. It does have some of that like sun tanning, they usually call it, like that yellowing that bags get over time. That's just kind of pretty normal with vintage bags, and just something that I was able to get a little bit of like dirt and stains off of this by cleaning, but I'm honestly okay with it. Again, like I said, I am good with having some wear and use on my bags. I think that just adds to the character and the charm of buying vintage. So I love this bag. This is a 7 series bag, and the inside is lined. I don't know if you guys can see. It is lined in this navy CC fabric, which is really pretty. Has the clear Chanel zip tag and chain on the side. And I actually bought this. So I bought this on eBay, and I thought it was a lot smaller. So I always put the tips to measure and look at the measurements before you buy something, just because you don't know. But honestly, I love the size now. It's super slouchy. And since big bags are in now, it's perfect, but it's also just a great like daytime bag. So you can also add straps, which I sometimes attach a longer strap just to wear it like crossbody. So you can wear it that way too, but it's a super great bag, shoulder bag there for you. So this bag is from the Chanel travel line, which they discontinue now, but you can find a lot of different versions of these bags, both in these like smaller styles, big tote styles. They're just the signature nylon fabric, and there's all different like colorways of them. But this one I thought was just really cute, like little crossbody. I thought it'd be perfect, not necessarily for traveling. I mean, you could use it for traveling too, but I was just thinking about just like a quick like throw in my essentials, go to like the gym or running errands, things like that. Something just a little bit more carefree to wear. Has this CC super chunky logo on the front, which I love. It is just one big pocket on the inside. And yeah, it's just like a super easy bag. I don't necessarily reach for this one as much as I thought I would. So I've considered selling it before, but I hate selling any of my Chanel bags. I just feel like because I'm a collector, I just like to hold on to them. So I'm gonna start trying to use this bag more. I just think I've been reaching for bigger bags recently with having a baby, so maybe I just need to reach for this one a little bit more, but this is what it looks like. And this is a 10 series Chanel bag. All right, grabbing this big bag from my collection. So this is my vintage Chanel tote bag, and I use this as my diaper bag actually, which I have a whole video on. If you guys want to see that, I will link that below. But this is actually my diaper bag, so it's completely full right now. This is the bag I use the most out of all of them because I, use my diaper bag every day. So it has this super chunky gold hardware, which I love. It has pads at the shoulder, which is really nice when it gets heavy. Has this lock, which honestly, I probably don't use it very much because it's usually open and stuffed to the brim. So a little peek into my really, really messy diaper bag. But it has essentially, this is a compartment that comes out. It is the bag itself, one compartment. It does have 2 zips on either side. I loved the 90s style of this bag. It's like a smaller supermodel bag. So I love this, and I knew I wanted something vintage Chanel for at least one of my diaper bags. So this one fit the bill perfectly. I bought this before my son was like long born because I knew that this is what I would want to use it for. And I saw it at Luxury Promise, which I've talked about already, but I love buying from them. I purchased this bag from them, and it is so pretty. It has the quilting at the bottom. And honestly, I mean, it definitely has wear on it now, and I've probably contributed a lot to that. There's a lot of wear, especially on the back here of this bag, but it's meant to be loved and worn and used. And so as much as, I am probably wearing this out quicker than if I didn't use it as my diaper bag, I feel like I love, and I just feel like there's something special about using it that way with my son. And honestly, like I want to feel good when I carry around my diaper bag. I want to look good. So this is the bag I use, and I absolutely love this bag. This Chanel bag is actually, it's like a precision Chanel is what it says on the side. It was a VIP bag, so it was given to VIPs of Chanel a while ago. It doesn't have a date code or anything. This isn't like an official Chanel bag that was sold to the public, but there are different versions of this one that floats around. There's like pink, and I think there's one other color besides this beige, but I saw it and I thought it'd be such a fun little summer bag. It's in a terry cloth. Fabric has silver hardware, and this big CC at the front has 2 snaps, and then on the inside it's lined. And I purchased this from Luxaretto, who you guys probably see, I talk about her a lot. I have several bags that I've purchased from her. She's located in Toronto. I do have a promo code for her as well, so I'll pop it on the screen, and also I will link it below. But she has great prices on her bag, so she actually found this for me. I asked her to search for it, so she did that for me. She sourced it and I purchased it, and it's such like a fun, easy bag to wear, and I really love it. This little cutie, I don't know if you want to count this as a bag or not. I technically do because it's a pouch bag. This is a vintage Chanel. Again, it's in satin with the tiny little CC on the front, and let me undo the chain here. So this is originally sold to go around the neck, so it's a necklace pouch, like so. It goes like this, which is super cute. Chanel, as you probably know, they reissued these a couple years ago, a couple seasons ago, and they go for crazy prices. They aren't in the satin, they're obviously a newer updated version, but these little tiny micro bags are still super trendy. So the prices now on these are going crazy. I kind of snapped this up before the craze of them and when Chanel reissued. So I grabbed this, and I love using it as a bag charm too. So I'll hang it like on my vintage Kelly or on other bags. I will like attach it, and that's why I had it like doubled up, so you can kind of have that shorter little thing. I've also worn it with my vintage Chanel belts. I'll kind of have it like this. That's why it was tied like this in the first place. I'll like loop my vintage Chanel belt through and wear it as just like a little like micro pouch. So it is super versatile. It's just a cute accessory, totally unnecessary, but I absolutely love it. What do you guys think? All right, we've gotten to the last bag in my Chanel handbag collection. I bought it last year, so 2021, I bought this bag. I bought it off The RealReal, and it was a really good price. I think it was like right over $1,000, somewhere in there. And it's just a super cute, it's from the chocolate bar line. So they call this a chocolate bar bag, obviously because it's a square versus the diamond quilting. It is in lambskin, and I really wanted a beige colored Chanel bag to add into my collection. I thought this was a super unique twist on a bag. I love the quirkier Chanels. If you can't tell by the rest of my collection, I love the bags that not everyone has, the unique ones, something that when someone sees it, they're like, oh wow, that's a really cool bag. Those are the ones that I am drawn to. And so I love this little top handle, but it also does have a strap on the inside, which is removable to go over the shoulder. So it's really great. I love to wear this, especially like in the summer. And it's just one big compartment there. It does have a magnetic closure at the top here. And again, it's not one of those bags that fits a ton in, but it can fit your essentials. And I just think it was so cute and unique, and that's what was drawn. It has the little CCs all along, and it's identical on the front and the back. Yeah, it's just a really fun little bag. So that is my entire Chanel handbag collection video. Please comment below, let me know what is your favorite bag in my collection. And I think as far as bags that I would like to add to my collection, I mean, I have slowed down significantly on the Chanel bag buying. One, because the prices of the vintage market have just gone crazy with the price hikes of Chanel. So with vintage being so popular now, I've definitely slowed on my buying, just because you have to think about purchases a little bit more now that they are so much more than they were a couple years ago. And me knowing what the prices were a couple years ago to now, it's a harder to swallow buying these pre-loved and vintage bags now. So it has to be something really special or something I really love. And I honestly feel like my collection is very, unique and vast already, that it would take something really special to add. So I would think either like a color would be cool to add. I definitely want to add a tweed Chanel bag to my collection eventually. So that's on my list. I think a bucket bag would be amazing. I've been eyeing some Chanel bucket bags. This is something like, again, on the unique side. I love like the more unique Chanel bags. So that would be what I'd be interested in adding. But let me know, what do you think my collection's missing, or what should I add next to it? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are not already. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.